are at Hardesty's. What a great place to be. Neighborhood. Dax Leone, Shawnee boy forever. Do you remember Hardesty's when it was out on the other side?
I do. Been coming here a long time.
It's the best meat in town.
Oh, you can't beat it. Come here all the time.
Well,
Love
and
it.
that's why we go to the best to talk to the best.
That's right.
We've got our new athletic director, Dax Leone. Dax, what's the biggest thing that you've had to overcome in these first few weeks as athletic director?
Probably just organization, trying to get all our ducks in a row. We're over a lot of activities and athletics here in the district, so just trying to kind of organize our day and do what's best for all of our kids and all of our coaches and activity directors. So it's just, it's been great. Just take a little bite of the apple every day.
Well, you're not new to the high school, of course. You were a standout baseball player yourself. Tell us a little bit about your history at Shawnee High School.
Man, that was a long time ago. I was a 1996 graduate. I played for Coach Schaefer, Coach Boyer, and Coach Fluke. Had a great career, had a bunch of great teammates, Coach Paxson, Patrick Loving, Anthony Ramirez. I mean, we just had a great group of guys. We were playing 6A back then, so we had a really tough competition, but had a lot of guys go play college baseball. I was fortunate enough to do that as well, but some of my best memories were at Shawnee High School playing with all my teammates.
Well, and that's one of the great things about dedicating yourself in athletics. Number one, it helps you stay with your academics because you have to achieve academically to play athletically. But Dax, you mentioned going on and playing high school ball with you and a lot of your teammates.
Yeah.
But you didn't stop there. You've really had a life in baseball.
Yeah, I have. I played all the way up until I was 22 years old, got hurt, had an elbow surgery at the University of Texas, and jumped right into coaching at 23 years old at East Central. And for 23 years, that's what I've done. Been at Louisiana Monroe, Oklahoma State, head coach at Seminole, head coach at UCO. So it's taken me to this path. But ultimately, things happen for a reason, and getting this opportunity to come back to my hometown and be around my community with all of our people here, it's a great opportunity. But baseball's provided a lot for me, and I just want to do the same for these kids.
Well, Dax, you talk about coming home. There's a lot of excitement to have Dax Leone as our new athletic director. Dax, you mentioned about activities. When we think of an athletic director from the outside, we think that you handle your coaches. That's
Right.
what you do. It's not like that in a new position for you. It's a new administrative position. Talk a little bit about the scope of your responsibilities.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I have an amazing assistant, Julia Holland, who's there with me, and I got to give Julia a lot of props because she is awesome and keeps me in line, and we work great together. So, but we're over all of the activities as well. So that's FFA, that's choir, that's band, that's our drama department. So we deal with those with our people in that department too, and then obviously with our athletics, and it's all the way down to the middle school. So if you look at our scope, so to speak, like you said, I mean, we got 60 sports and 20 activities, and we add all the students and coaches under us, we probably run around the 700-800. So we have a lot of people that trust in us, and we do the same thing in them. But I think with Julia and myself, and we got a new secretary, Jamie Torrance, who's on board with us. So we just got a really good team, but we're just trying to do what's best for all of them. They all mean something to us, and we're just excited to try to help all these kids and coaches and activities we can.
And talking about coaches, today we have with us one of your coaches, another new coach here in your system, but he's not new to the system.
Right.
Justin Rivera has been with the baseball teams and the softball teams for a number of years. We're going to bring him in a second, but what excites you the most about Coach Rivera?
Well, unfortunately for me, I've known him a long time. He was a player for Paxson back, it shows our age, so he came here to play for Coach Paxson when he was the head coach at Mid-America Christian. So I've known him since 2009, 2010, and then he came to Shawnee. And first and foremost, he's a great mentor to our kids. He's been a loyal assistant coach to Coach Paxson and Coach Roulette, and he's one of those guys that's put in his time and deserved the head coaching opportunity. So our softball program, all the way back to when Coach Boyer was here, we've had a great tradition of softball and coaches, and I feel like Justin's just going to take over with those guys left off. He's young, he's got a lot of energy. The girls really respect him, and we're looking forward to big things from him.
Well, and proof is in the pudding, and in game one that we were with softball this year, we knocked off Carl Albert 1-0. We'll be back in just a second with Coach Rivera and Coach Dax Leone, our new athletic director.
Harrison Discount Pharmacy of Shawnee is a good neighbor pharmacy. Harrison Discount Pharmacy is courteous, with quick turnaround times utilizing the latest technology from a convenient location on the corner of Independence and Harrison. Pickup or home delivery available, locally owned and operated. Harrison Discount Pharmacy of Shawnee.
Hi, I'm Sean at Play It Again Sports, where we pay you cash for your used sporting goods. We are in need of used baseball and softball mitts. We will pay you cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports, we buy and sell new and used sports equipment.
We're back here at Hardesty's Grocery, big time place. I'm Dax Leone, athletic director here at Shawnee High School. I'm with our new head softball coach, Justin Rivera. And Justin, welcome to Hardesty's Grocery and our first ever coaches show.
I know it. I'm excited. I actually used to come to the Hardesty's down by Fire Lake with old Matt Allen. We used to come down here fishing. We always had to make sure we got chicken dumplings. Or,
there you go. There you go.
Yep. I always liked this place.
Yep. No, it's a big time place. So tell us where you're from, Justin, and kind of how you got out here to Shawnee.
Okay, so I'm originally from Albuquerque, New Mexico. PAX, he happened to be staying at a hotel somewhere near where I was playing college ball, or where I was playing summer ball, and he came talk to me, and I had no idea what Mid-America Christian was at all. And gave it a chance, man. Stayed out 4 years. I played all 4 years, graduated, and started working. As soon as I started teaching and coaching, I knew I had to call PAX, and just happened to have an opening. I got lucky enough, and I've been here ever since.
Yeah. So how many years have you been here?
So this will be my 5th year.
Been your 5th year here.
My 5th year here.
Been your 5th year here. So you've done baseball.
Did baseball, so I've been under PAX that whole time, and then I was under Coach Roulette before he took off on us. But I mean, I'm really lucky with those two.
Yeah.
I got a lot of really good, Hall of Fame coaches in Shawnee.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They kind of groomed me to take over this job, so I'm trying to do them justice.
That's right. Have a great softball program. So what's been your biggest challenge as a head coach so far? Because it's different going from an assistant coach to a head coach. So what's kind of been your biggest challenge on your daily basis?
Man, really, it's not the coaching part. It's all the things besides coaching, the money, the scheduling, all the things that you don't really think about when you're an assistant, because you don't ever have to deal with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So really that stuff. But honestly, I got really lucky with ADs and having you and Julie there to help, and us all being kind of new at it. It really helps a lot, and everybody's been real patient with me and stuff. So it's definitely a learning curve, but I've enjoyed it a lot so far.
Yep. Well, we're going to go over to Shaughnessy with a couple of our girls. We got Anneca Anderson here and Maddie Conley.
I'm Zach Lowe, founder and service manager of 6L Mechanical.
6L can fix anything, no matter the size of the job. Zach Lowe is experienced, connected in the industry. Whether it's a service call or a complete install, one truck or 100, 6L is your independent, reliable answer for mechanical, systematic maintenance, repairs, and system upgrades. At 6L, we have the techs and the capacity to respond to your immediate needs. But even better, when you talk with us about anything dealing with your mechanical systems,
I'm Zach Lowe, and I'm the one you'll talk to.
6L has systems in place to guarantee you
we do the job right the first time.
champions at the champion place. Back here chopping, we got Grady, of course, because we are in a butcher shop in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Love it. And I'm with one of my favorite athletes to watch all 4 years, Anneca Anderson. First of all, Anneca, let me tell you, seriously, I've called a lot of these games, and it's been a privilege to watch somebody with your ability and your leadership from day one as a ninth grader. So I want us to get that out of the way. And then we just watched you beat Carl Albert. Tell us about that experience and what was going through your head.
Well, there was a lot actually going through my head. It was stressful, very stressful, especially that last inning when we were up by one, runner on third base. It was a lot of emotions. A lot.
So let's talk about that just for a second, because you're right. It seemed like everything was going smooth, and anytime we have you in the circle, everybody in the place is very confident. But it was their leadoff hitter gets on, in a weird way, and then all of a sudden she's on third base with nobody out, and that is not a good sign in softball. So how did you calm down, and how do you feel the inning progressed that got us to Coach Rivera's very first victory?
I don't know. I just felt like I just had to just tell myself it's going to be all good. Just calm down. You got to relax, because if you start freaking out, everybody else is going to start freaking out. So you just got to just calm down. Whatever happens, happens.
Well, in Anneca, I think that that's what the great ones say, in the sense that they don't think a lot about it. They just let their athletic ability take over in all the practice. What do you feel is your greatest attribute, Anneca, that has made you the champion that you are?
I don't know. I feel like it's just inside my head, honestly, just telling myself that I can't do it. 'Cause that's probably my biggest problem that's getting in my head. So I just had to tell myself that I'm good and I can do it.
Well, you've done it since, early in life. I remember when you hit Shawnee as a ninth grader, all the seniors or juniors on the squad, we had a pretty good leadership squad. They were all excited to have you. What do you feel in your work ethic sets you apart perhaps from other people?
I don't know. I feel like That's a good question. It's like, I honestly couldn't tell you. I want to do my best and always, get better because there's always room to improve. So,
just the drive to get better. Where do you think that comes from for Anneca Anderson?
My mom.
Trivia's always there. Trivia, her mama was a great athlete herself, and I have not seen you in an event in which I did not see your mother there.
No, she's always there, always working there.
It's good to have somebody beside you, huh?
Yes, it is. It really is.
Talk about that, because I noticed at the end of that game with Carl Albert, it seemed that you were very happy with your teammates and the ones who were around you. Talk a little bit about the bond that you have with the team, and as the senior leader, how you're trying to nurture that bond between everybody.
They're honestly my absolute best friends. They are, and I could literally tell them anything, and we just have that really good chemistry where we trust each other and get anything done.
Well, Trivia, would you like to tell everybody where you're going to be going to school next year? Do you already know that? Because I know this young lady has been a sought-after commodity on the softball field, but also we get to watch her play basketball. Do you want to talk a little bit about the next level and how you're excited about that?
Cool. I don't even know how to put it into words how excited I am to play at the next level. I'm very stoked to play, especially for my coaches.
And she didn't let it out of the box. We'll just let it sit right there. Anneca Anderson, thank you so much. And Trivia, thank you so much for all the support throughout the years. Sonic Drive-In originated in Shawnee, serving great food fast to your family. Drive up, order, and eat in your car. Now, more than 3,500 stores worldwide, it's Sonic Good at our local Sonics. Clinic Pharmacy across from the hospital has something for you. Boutique items in Shawnee. You'll find something you like inside the Clinic Pharmacy.
All right, we're back here at Hardesty Grocery, and we're talking to our head softball coach, Justin Rivera. We talk about some of our team, some of our players we have. So tell us a little bit about Anneca Anderson and kind of what she brings to the table. We obviously know she was a big part of the Carl Albert win, throwing a shutout, hitting a home run. But tell us just a little bit about her. Maybe just not on the softball side, but maybe just as on the other side.
Her being a senior this year it's exciting but heartbreaking at the same time. She's been such a big part of this program for 4 years.
Yep.
She's the last 2 years, this year and last year, she's definitely put the team on her back and really stepped up. She's matured a lot, especially in the circle. She's always been a great kid, straight A student.
Yep.
So, academics have always been, it's never been an issue for us with her. But, really her maturity on the field is what I'm most proud of.
So from a leadership standpoint,
Absolutely.
she's kind of taken that leadership. And we know she's committed to the University of Tulsa.
She is.
So big time program up there, and obviously she's had a lot of other opportunities around the country. But why do you think she chose Tulsa? What was kind of?
Really, of all the big time schools that called, and I'll give it. This kind of speaks to her maturity. Is out of those big schools, it was never about the name across. The hoodies that I get from all these big time D1s that tend to be
right.
And it was for her, it's about playing and education.
Yeah. And
so I think it was just the right fit. You could tell when she went and visited.
Yeah.
That was it. She came back, and I knew that's where she was going to go.
Felt comfortable. Yeah. I'll give my age away. I played I graduated high school with her mom. Her mom was a big-time basketball player, so her and my wife played basketball together. So I've known Trilby a long time, and obviously she comes from a great family.
Absolutely.
So some of the other girls on the team. I mean, I know we got Maddie here to talk to as well, but give us a couple other girls on the team that are kind of maybe a sleeper or somebody that the people need to know about.
Absolutely. So we actually have 2 basketball girls who came out this year that hadn't played with us the last 4 years. It's Tristan Napier and Jocelyn Williams, and they're both starters for us right now. They're
awesome.
just athletes.
Yes.
Man, they're just athletes. So right now it's just kind of meshing us all together. Our seniors, our underclassmen, CC Gunville should be a big part of what we have, and I mean with Maddie too, especially Anneca having that trust. I think
that battery mate back there.
Yeah, I think that relationship's built a lot.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to go over to Shaughnessy with Maddie.
We are privileged to have Maddie Conley with us. Maddie, this is your first year playing at Shawnee High School. How has it been for you so far?
It's been great. I mean, having Anneca as a pitcher and the environment, the coaches, they're all great. So, yeah, it's great.
Well, being a Shawnee guy, I like to hear the word great associated with Shawnee, right? What's the greatest challenge that you have faced so far as a player growing up playing championship softball?
The hardest challenge, I mean, there's a lot of good players. There's a lot of people, you know, that you have to compete with. And it's a dog-eat-dog world. And that's probably the hardest thing is, you know, getting recognized, getting out there, you know, that's the hardest thing for me at least.
Well, Maddie, it has been traveled with a lot of great players. What do you think is your best attribute that has made you a champion?
My greatest attribute, I'm afraid to fail. Like, it's just, you know, even if I just miss one ball, and it's even at scrimmage, like that one ball can make a total difference in anything. And so failure is probably the thing that drove me the most at any point.
Well, now you're a senior over at Shawnee High School, and you've had a big summer. I understand you won a world championship. Talk a little bit about that experience happening just in July.
It was amazing. By far the best team I've ever been on. I mean, the environment. We were mostly men from seniors, so it was very bittersweet because I lost a lot of girls that I love, and they're going off to college, and they'll come back next summer and play with us, and we're going to go get back-to-back championships. That's what we're going after.
That's right, back-to-back always sounds good. As a team for Shawnee High School softball now, and as a senior leader on that team, what do you think is the biggest challenge facing your team and going out there and getting a gold ball for the high school?
Our hardest thing right now is probably offense. Our bats won't stay hot. We can hit for a little bit, and I mean, being a leadoff, I know that I need to pull that momentum for the team. I have to get the ball on the ground. I have to get to first base. I have to get that momentum moving. And our bats are our worst at all right now.
So how do you solve that problem? You know, your years of experience, Maddie, in the sport of softball, what's going to be the steps that it's going to take for your team to overcome the batting challenges that you're facing?
I think that a lot of our girls aren't confident in their bats. And that's definitely, you know, a mental thing. Softball's a mental sport. It's 90% mental, 10% physical. So, you know, if we can get these girls to be comfortable seeing speed, seeing different off-speed pitches, you know, being comfortable holding a bat and hitting, that's going to be our best thing. Getting them out of their own heads, basically.
Maddie Conley, a senior catcher on our squad. She's going to play at the next level, already receiving calls and interest. And Maddie, we want to tell you how much we appreciate you spending some time with us because this is not an easy thing to do. Thank you.
For over 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
Bank First in Oklahoma offers a variety of personal and business banking services, including accounts, loans, treasury services, and more. Explore online. What a great place, always Hardesty's Meat and Deli. A real butcher shop, Dax.
Yeah, I come here all the time. They got great meat, great sandwiches. This place is awesome. I've been coming since high school.
Well, and I'll tell you, the people are even better than the product at this place. Hardesty takes care of us, and Grady, kind of a champion back there with the chopper, wouldn't you think?
I would say he's about as big time as it gets around. I'll tell you, yeah, he's awesome dude.
Shawnee is filled with champions. I want to thank Maddie Conley and Annika Anderson, both of them, such sweet girls.
Yeah, that's what people don't understand is they see them on the athletic field, but I see them on a daily basis. You see them on a daily basis, and they just have such great qualities, great families, and it's just really neat to see the kids. They're just special kids.
Well, and both of them talk about support that they've gotten throughout the years from the family, and that's why it's so important for all of us to get out and enjoy the greatest entertainment value on the planet, which is Shawnee High School sports. We need to get out and just cheer for these guys.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we got a bunch of great athletes, a bunch of great coaches, and we're molding them. They're molding themselves into the future, and they learn so many lessons on the athletic field. So I just like to see them grow. I'm around them every day, and they're like family to me. I'm just so excited to see them. So
well, and talking about family, we got the Muirheads coming in. They're over here. We watch their boys all the time. Conley's there working for his daddy. Or Connor, sorry.
Yeah.
And
we got Creed on Coach Paxton's team, great catcher, left-handed hitting catcher. I was recruiting him at Cali before I left, so I'm still have to steer him that way a little bit if I can help it.
I understand. So we talked earlier about your greatest obstacles as you come into this position and what you have to learn as athletic director. Now, I'd kind of like to hear what you think are our greatest opportunities as an athletic department and as a school as it pertains to you and the job you and Julia need to do there in the athletic department.
Well, I think first and foremost is, we just want to try to lead, put these people in the best position to have success. Our facilities, we're trying to do some upgrades on our facilities. I think that's important because, kind of growing with the times and stuff in all of our sports and all of our activities. And then just trying to balance life and work. I mean, it's a full-time job, and you're gone a lot, so you want to give your best to your school, but you also have a family at home with wife and kids and things. So just trying to balance your life, and the kids are going through the same thing with their schooling and their friends and their social life. So I think ultimately just trying to put your best foot forward and trying to be a leader and just trying to work life and balance and just trying to do what's best for the community of Shawnee, because we have so many great kids, and I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for these kids, and neither would you. So they provide opportunity for us, and we just want to continue to build what Coach Boyer and the athletic directors before did, but we're really excited about the future of Shawnee athletics.
It should be fun. And Dax, you talk about facilities. How important is it for an athlete themselves when they come to a facility that they've got what they need in order to improve their games?
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's funny you said that, because we just kind of transformed our middle school locker room into a weight room. So we kept our lockers and kind of took out a couple of middle rows, and it's kind of my baby. I'm really proud of it. I had a lot of help from Bill Husky and all of our maintenance guys and Dr. Esbolt and everyone else that helped us with this project. We cleared out our middle lockers. We got some weights in the middle, so our middle school athletes actually have a weight room on campus now. So just the look on those kids' face first hour when I was there the other day, they came in, we had 41 8th graders out there lifting weights, and Coach Brown, our strength coach, with Larry James and J.R. Moore, and it's just a small thing, but they have a place to call their own. And most facilities become a home to these kids because they all want to work, they all want to get better, and I know their coaches instill that in them. So that's just something small that started, but we're looking to do that, district-wide, and just to keep building our brand and just do what's best for our kids and our community.
Well, that sounds good. I'm really happy, Dax, with you being in the position that you're in. Congratulations also to the next phase of life, to Todd Boyer, entered into the Hall of Fame over the summer. That's a wonderful, wonderful and deserved attribute for Todd. But the future is bright for Shawnee athletics.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, he laid a great foundation. I call him about every day. He was kind of the mastermind behind all this stuff, and obviously was a mentor to me as a coach and somebody I look up to. So to be able to follow in his footsteps is a lot of pressure, but it's also a lot of expectation, and it's something that I look forward to, and just continue to build what he did. And I know he's enjoying his retirement and just had new grandbabies coming, and he's got a whole ball team full of grandkids, and him and Dana just couldn't be better people. Sydney and Jessica and Jamie, I've known them since they were little, and just what a great family. What a great honor for me to try to just continue to build what he started.
And I know that they put Julia in there with you in order to take up some of that slack because we got a high bar to be able to reach.
I tell you, she's a rock star. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be sitting here. I mean, she'll be here as well at some point. She's up at a meeting in Oklahoma City today, so I could be here.
Make us all look better.
I'll tell you, I couldn't be more happy. You know, she's what Shawnee's about. She was a great coach. She's great with the kids. And I mean, we work great together, and I couldn't be more happy to be in this position with her. She's a stud.
Well, next month we hope to be back here at Hardesty's, and we will have Coach Temple with us, volleyball coach. Dax, your volleyball and football teams heading out, and we expect great things.
Yeah, we got a volleyball tournament this weekend at Carl Albert. Football's got a scrimmage Friday night at Hera. I know Coach Rivera's got a game tomorrow in Del City. Our middle school stuff's starting up, so we're about to hit the ground running. So it's a great time of the year. The weather's cooling off, we hope, and we're just trying to do what's best. So
Shawnee High School Sports right here on Shawnee CTV, and that's thanks to a bunch of sponsors like these great guys right here at Hardesty's, allowing us to do what we do. Coach Dax, Leone, thank you for being with us. We're going to see you in about 1 month.
Sounds good.
And remember, Shawnee, all of us together, we build community, one season at a time.